महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि.
Is there a conscious being? What can be that being? Let us take one sample. In this given jagat, anything intelligently put together, like a car, intelligently put together. Well, intelligently means what? It can be more intelligently put together. Understand? Intelligently put together. It has got 4 wheels. The wheels are not on the top or down. That is what I say, intelligently put together. And so the wheels are down and they are pneumatic. And there are springs and things like that. These are all intelligently put together. There are doors. The doors have got handles. And they open, even though immediately they don't open. But after manipulation, they open. And then you can go and there is a seat and you sit in the seat. And you go down a little bit, but still you are not on the road. So that's a car. That's why I'm saying intelligently put together to take you round. And there is a wheel, and if you turn left, it turns left, and you turn right, it turns right. And it's intelligently put together. And there is a brake. And when you press the brakes, and then the brakes, the car stops. So kabhi it doesn't stop, and that's why there is a mechanic, there is a garage, and you are supposed to take. When you are not well, you take yourself to the hospital, and the car is not well, you take to the garage. Okay? And your cow is not well, and you take to a vet. And a doctor is not available, you can go to the vet also. Only request him to change the dosage, okay? It will work. Correct? All correct. Don't read other things. Just hear only what I say. And so it is intelligently put together. Any intelligently put together is what is, and it functions. And in the way it functions, for the way it should function, for the purpose, there is a srishti, there is a creation. That means there is already knowledge that what it should do. It should move, it should run, it should not move. Suppose like a pedestrian it moves. You don't need a car. You don't need a car. You sit there and then it moves. What for? It's useless. There is no speed. You sit there, then it takes you just walking speed. Maybe useful. Walking speed. Like some of these, this moving walkways. The moving walkways. The ramps, moving ramps. Escalators. You stand there, and then it goes, it keeps moving. Same speed, almost a walking speed. May be useful. The road is moving, suppose. All of us standing there. Some of them walk fast. Therefore, they say that also. You leave. You stand on the right and then let them walk. Or you stand on the left, let them walk. Yeah. On the walkway, they walk. On the walkway, they walk, don't you? In all these airports, long walkways. Long walkways. This way walkways, they walk. From one terminal to another terminal you go. Oh my God. In Chicago, your gate is always in the next terminal. The connecting flight. In the connecting flight, your gate will be always in the next terminal. Always is like that. My gate always used to be like that. I have to catch another flight, then I have to walk. I have to walk. It's always at the other terminal. Why not next gate? No. The other. You have to go to the other terminal. Other terminal also somewhere at the end only. That's how it is. Your baggage comes always last. And when you are walking in Chicago, there is always a sound I hear. The moving walkway comes to an end. The moving walkway comes to an end. The moving walkway comes to an end. And comes to the end. It is not over. Then again starts the moving walkway. Then after some time, the moving walkway comes to the end. The moving walkway comes. Somebody must have heard this. You have heard it? The moving walkway comes to the end. The moving walkway comes to the end. Moving. It never comes to the end. Another starts. I just keep on, whatever I remember I tell. And what I say, but I don't forget what I want to say. That is, that's why it is okay. So I just keep on talking and intelligently put together. It's meant for a purpose, okay? The moving walkway is intelligently put together. Even then, because even though it goes in the walking speed, when it comes to end, you should be alert, otherwise you can fall. And then in America it's a litigation. With a liability case, they will sue the airport for $1 million. Million is minimum. It's a litigant society. And therefore, so they have to tell this. They have to tell. You didn't tell. You didn't want us. That's why this moving walkway. So intelligently put together, including that moving walkway. Anything intelligently put together is to serve your purpose, is visualized. Understand? Is visualized before putting together. Visualize. Even khichdi. You make, the mother, she makes khichdi today, and then she has to think, what shall we put? Just half of a minute. It's automatic, half a minute. Just what should be done, what it is available. Any small creation, you have to visualize. This is very important. Tad aikshate. The Upanishad also says that. Tad aikshate. So akamayate. All these words. visualize. You have to visualize. That means that visualization done by not an inert object, correct? Visualization is not done by an inert object. It's done by what? Let us say a conscious being. This is what minimum. A conscious being. The spider before the web is a conscious being. Visualize. It knows what it does. It stops at a point. It starts at a point of time. And the whole thing is over, it is satisfied, it stops. It knows it's enough. It can catch insects. It knows. It stops. And that means it's a visualization. That means knowledge. A conscious being has to have knowledge before intelligently putting together with other conscious beings' help or without other conscious beings' help, but it has to visualize. So for this hall, it was visualized. And it was visualized and then afterwards modified and then afterwards we had to do a lot of thinking. And then this was done with the help of other conscious beings. Because the one who visualizes alone doesn't do all this. And therefore, with the help of other beings, this was achieved. This is true in every srishti. If I say this hall, this auditorium, it's not an auditorium, this is a room. This is a big room, it's a hall. This came into being. Suddenly it came into being with the lights and fans. It just came into being. Don't say normally. People won't believe. You have to say, it's just, we thought of a hall like this and we prayed to God and it came from. Look at how. There is always a buyer for every idiotic thing. I tell you. And therefore, so that is why everybody has devotees. What I say? So this has to be intelligently put together. And it implies naturally knowledge. The knowledge rests in a conscious being. Now therefore we can, but once you have understood this, by a reasoning of extension, logic of extension, we can say that this entire jagat, with all these possibilities, this is standing because of laws. These architectural laws are there. Therefore this is standing, otherwise it will collapse. If the beams are not strong enough and it doesn't fulfill all the requirements, it will cave in. And therefore the foundation is not proper, it won't stand a day. And therefore there has got to be understanding of the laws. You have to work with the laws. Therefore, whether it is a given thing like this, or the entire jagat with all these possibilities, including your body, understand? Your body, your hands, is all engineering. If there is a bonal fracture, and if it's a serious fracture, you should see what this orthopedic person does. In his previous birth, he was a blacksmith, and because of some prayers and certain good things he did, this janma he is born an orthopedic surgeon. And so what he then now also he uses bolts and nuts, and he puts plates. It's all steel I have checked up. It's really bolt and nuts. Really. And this is what he does. And therefore, so this is not anything, this is all engineering. The whole bonal structure is engineering. There is a lot of, so it's a civil engineering without being civil, and it's a mechanical engineering without any mechanicalness. It's an amazing engineering. There is electronic, it's a remote control. This is remote control. It's all remote control. Even talking is remote control. I decide my tongue, and it's all remote control. It's not that there is a string, I pull it, the tongue is pulled by a string, go up, down. All remote control. Automatic. Voluntary. That is why there are involuntary actions. Involuntary functions are there. Certain things have got to be involuntary. Otherwise you lose our eyes. By the time you decide to close your eyelids, eyes are gone. And therefore they just automatic. Because good Lord knows He has given you something, but it is not enough. Therefore, He provided some involuntary actions. Necessary. It's amazing. And thus on the sphincters are the greatest, the sphincter muscles. And all these are just is amazing creation. Once sphincter is gone, you can't do anything about it. And therefore, so these are all high-tech, more than high-tech. This creation, including the whole thing, the entire jagat, all insects' bodies, all plants and trees, and they are the only ones who can prepare food from the natural resources. For this, there must be visualization. And the visualizer has got to be a conscious being. Correct? And the mere conscious being cannot visualize unless it knows what it visualizes. Suppose I request you, please visualize Zuzaka. What, Osaka? No, Zozogo. No, because it sounds Osaka, So, Sozoko. What's Sozoko? Sozoko is younger brother of Gagabugai. Just now born, that's why younger brother. Visualize. Zozoko. Visualize. Come on. Visualize. Swamiji, what is that? How to visualize? Okay. Zozoko is a conch. Oh, I can visualize. Conch. Understand? My Suzuko is gone now. I don't mind it going away. Suzuko is in a peculiar language. What is the language? This is Zizorian's language. What? This language is Zizorian's language. Who is a Zizorian? Another Suzuko. And therefore, so understand. So it is, unless you know, you can't visualize. Understand now? Therefore, anything visualized is something that is understood by you. This entire jagat with all its forces, and if jagat is there because things are all moving, the galaxies are moving away, they say. The whole thing exists because it's a tension. This is what Nataraja dance. Jagat. Jagat is only dance, it's motion. The motion it exists. If the motion stops, collapse. Very easy. Destruction of the world, you need not bring anything. The motion stops, the earth doesn't move, goes into the sun, parent body. Sun doesn't move, it goes into the parent body. And when the sun goes to the parent body, then everything else, parivar, saparivar, goes into parent body. And then that goes into parent body and that's all over. Calm ho gaya. And therefore, it doesn't take time. It's all in motion. Jagat Srishti is amazing Srishti. It's kept in motion and kept going. This is the Jagat. Now, so this entire Jagat has to come from a conscious being, and because the whole thing has to be visualized, it has to be known priorly. And therefore that knowledge should be of everything that I know that I don't know. Therefore that conscious being cannot afford to say, I don't know this. Cannot afford to say because he has already visualized everything that is there, that I know that I don't know. But it is there. Because it is there, that conscious being must have not knowledge, must not have any I don't know. That is called knowledge. Sarvajñam. that vastu must be, that conscious being must be sarvajna, all-knowing. And to bring this jagat into being, it must have all the Shakti. Whatever Shakti required must abide in that conscious being, all-knowing, all Shakti, all power. Whom you say God, we say Ishvara, or Brahma. Jagat Karanam, Brahma. Ishvara. Same Brahma as cause of this entire world is Ishvara. Wonderful. Problem is, this Ishvara ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? Where is this Ishvara? All-knowing, almighty. Here, nobody is all-knowing, almighty. Everybody has to say, I don't know. You speak in a language. In India, this is possible. You come from the south and you talk to these people in the north in Tamil. They will think that, are you talking or you are saying something? So they always, two people, Tamil people talking, they always feel that some, in the empty tin you are putting some rocks and then making gurugoda, 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 gurugoda. Because the takara, the ta, da, vendam, kunduva, என்ன ஓடா வாடா கட்டாயமா வா சட்டம் கட்டம் மடம் தடம் படம் too much of ta. The word gada. And when he hears your Hindi, he also doesn't understand. What is this man goes on saying hi, 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 hi? So we become strangers within the country. Only culture is the same. Except culture, that's why I say our culture is so important. Except Vedic culture, if the culture is not there, you get estranged. Only Vedic culture keeps us going. One culture. Ase to Himalaya Paryantam, from Rameshwaram to Himalayas, only one culture. And that's in religious culture we are talking. Language also is culture, and that if you take language is culture, then there is a difference. Otherwise, our music or dance, it's all there is oneness there. And so, you don't see any one conscious being here. All knowing, you don't see. Almighty, you don't see. But you don't see the possibility of a jagat like this without a conscious being who is all knowing. Therefore, where will I put this conscious being? This is the question. So we will see the answer when we come back.
Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami Mahadeva Mudam Shirasa Namami Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami.
Bharata Desha Hitaya Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam